Can't see me. Hold on. Hi. Can you guys hear me okay? I can't see y'all. I can't see. I don't have the lights on bright. Can you hear me though? Let me know if you can hear me. Send me some bells. Okay, cool. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm stuck in the house. So I'm doing this a little different. I'm looking at the computer, but you guys are seeing me through the phone. So, I'm just trying to do a little different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I need a brighter light, but I'm not going to get up. I'm being lazy. So what are we talking about today? COVID-19 is like what it is right now. Taking over everything. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. All right, you guys. So just saying hi to everybody. What's happening, Mary Blue? Yada Dada, my sis. Priscilla, thank you guys for having my back as always. Let's see who else we got. Hazel Green Eyes. Chiquita Johnson, or CJ as I like to call you. Hello. Chrissy Power, hi to you too. All right. Okay. So yeah, in the headlines, your boy Sylvester didn't get bail. Not even COVID ID can get him bail. Oh yeah, happy belated birthday to you, sis. Yada yada. Definitely wishing you the very best. I know conditions are really bad where you are right now. So, prayers up to you. And to you, Priscilla, I know you have a loved one also suffering right now too. So, everybody send lots of love and prayers out to our warrior sisters and brothers. I didn't really have an agenda with this live. I just felt like it's been a minute, so it's kind of weird looking at myself and then knowing that you guys are seeing me through the phone. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if I like this, y'all. We might not be doing it like this again. Yeah, Hazel, we knew it was going to happen. I told y'all it was going to happen. I've been saying this. Why would he get bail? Why? So he could continue harassing. And I actually have the judge's order up here. So we'll just read directly from her order why exactly he didn't get bail. It seems like people are confused about why he didn't get bail. I don't know, why these people are confused. But let's see. So I'm reading the order, and in this order, the judge, Ann Donnelly, who people are complaining about, they want to get rid of her. They're saying she's a part of the Me Too movement. She's a part of LGBT. It is honestly true that she has been an advocate for women and girls, and she probably does have ties with Me Too. I wouldn't be surprised, but Does that make her an unfair judge? Or does that make her a judge who has really good insight as to, what really is going on out here? I think that the latter would be the case. So let's see. The judge went on and just outlined the reasons why the defense asked for the bond. Basically just saying that the defendant argues that the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic constitutes a compelling reason for his release because he's at risk of contracting the virus and because of the BOP's efforts to prevent an outbreak. Bureau of Prisons, BOP is Bureau of Prisons. And she basically said, despite his contentions, the defendant has not demonstrated that he's within the group of people the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has categorized as at most risk. I think he cited his surgery as one of the reasons. So, that wasn't good enough. It says, although the defendant has had a surgery during his incarceration, he does not explain how his surgical history places him at a higher risk of severe illness. Moreover, officials in Chicago have advised the government that doctors have completed all treatment for the defendant's recent operation. So, it also says that they use the excuse that it interferes with his ability to prepare for his defense with counsel. And she goes on to say, as the defendant points out, it appears unlikely that the trial will proceed as scheduled in July. As conditions return to normal, the defendant and his lawyers will have additional time to prepare for trial. Like anybody else in jail right now preparing for trial, it's going to get pushed back just like, his probably will. So why is he any different or special? That's the question. So let's see. I'm looking at, I had to get away from the chat for a second, but let me see what you guys are talking about. R. Kelly's infected toe. What's going on with ya? Yeah, it's the Beehive definitely. Every time he goes to court, they feel like he's getting out on bail. Like that's the only reason he's going to court is really so the judge can, decide whether or not we're gonna let this man out. I will say that Leland Weaver, who is the judge for the federal Illinois case, he's soft. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was reading the transcript for the last hearing in March, and they decided to let the judge in New York decide on bail first, because I guarantee you, if she would have given it the green light, Leland Weaver would have been right behind her with that decision. I guarantee you. So thankfully, she knows better than that. Hey, Valerie G, welcome. So yeah, yeah, exactly. They're trying to tell a judge, as R. Kelly's infected toe stated, 30 years of experience being a prosecutor before being a judge, how to do her job. I agree. The Truth, welcome. After he was denied, they had the nerve to insult the judge as she saw it. Yeah, they're insulting the judge. Their threats are, if anybody with any sense just did a search on Twitter, you could just pick Twitter to see how much these people are harassing victims still after all of this time. They're still harassing people and still making it very obvious that he's a threat. He's a threat without even being out. He doesn't need to be out, that he got his people doing it for him. So let's see. We delete messages, or you retracted your own message. Okay. R. Kelly's infected toe. Goddess, they always say he's getting out every time there's a court or a motion is filed. They get so hyped. That's all they have. That's all they have. I think they feel if he gets out, that means he's definitely, got a chance of not getting prosecuted, which is ridiculous. I don't even understand why we're even still talking about this. You know, we know this guy is guilty. He guilty AF. And let's see. Yeah, I agree. There's some delusion going on with some of these people. Hazel, his fans are so dense they don't even realize they're making it much worse for him. Yep, guilty of everything. Says infected toe. And it's just so much stuff. Like, where do we even start with him to say why he shouldn't be on bail? Like, whoever is questioning this, because there are people who are like, that's so unfair, and um, like Takashi 6ix9ine, for instance, they let him out, but he already snitched on everybody publicly. He did some time, and he's not a threat, really. The people who he probably snitched on are the threats, and I think they're locked up. So at this point, Mary Blue, name Rashana, one name, Rashana, they don't want to talk about that. Yeah, they never want to talk about Rashana. She's, the star witness. She and her family, I think, are definitely heavy ammunition when it comes to prosecution. And, yeah. Yeah, yada. If he's getting out, he's innocent. Isn't that ridiculous? Like, yeah, they can't say anything about Rashana because Rashana Landfair is definitely the key to this whole thing with regard to a lot of the charges with the initial tape, the child porn tape. We'll call that time. It's just disgusting, that people defend this man, but yeah, if you haven't already done so, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't also done that. Some of you guys been coming back and you not even subscribed. But if you're on the replay, please come in the comments and let me know you stopped by. I always like it when you guys hit me up in the comments. And if you're in the bushes, say what's up. Don't be scared. Let's see. Yeah, what's up with Doug Anton, the attorney? That's his New York attorney, right? So Doug Anton has been on R. Kelly bloggers' YouTube channels. He has publicly said things that are ridiculous. Like, he seems to be involved with this defense fund, which to me is very unethical on his part as an attorney. Like, how do you do that? I need to fix this lighting, but I'm definitely not getting up. So next time I know I need my light. I turned them off because I don't like bright lights, but it's got me looking crazy. Dark eyes. Let me stop. Anyway, so what other notes do I have here? So anything else about R. Kelly? Because I can move on. The ambiance is nice, thank you. It's just not good lighting for, camera. If I could get a Snapchat filter, I'd be in heaven. Let's see. The truth. He has responded to me on Twitter stating Kels has a wonderful time with his family. Has had a wonderful time with his family. Are we talking about his attorney? I missed some of these comments. Hold on. The very first girl was 12. This is from The Truth. Doug Anton called them idiots. Oh, you're talking about his supporters? Yeah. I'm wondering how much money have they collected for that defense fund? That's what I really want to know. Doug Anton stated that the money's just sitting there, that no one's touched it, so it should be real easy for a number to be said, right? Hi, Jessica Goodwin. Godwin, I'm sorry. Jessica Godwin. I like that. Godwin. Yes, all day. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know what else to say about this guy, Sylvester or Rico Kelly, because we've been talking about this a year at this point, and nothing's changed. It's only gotten worse, actually, on his part. Only gotten worse. Yeah. Turtle Man from Uruguay. Uruguay. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce today. But hello to you. Welcome. And we have someone from Italy, Ezio. How's it going in Italy? That's what I want to know with this virus thing. Are you guys still on mandatory quarantine? I'm very curious about how you guys are living right now. I'm actually curious about how all of you guys are living. How you guys doing with the shut-in and all this stuff? Are you guys still working? Um, we're still talking about. I'm sorry, you guys are still talking about R. Kelly. So let's get in the chat. Donald Johnson saying Rashonda has a mental problem. You can see it in her. Mentally, she has issues. Kelly took advantage of her mental issues, not realizing she is a sociopath, and by him being uneducated. You're calling Rashana a sociopath? And where are we supposed to see this in her? Are you talking about in the child porn tape that she was victimized in when she was 12 years old? Or where are we seeing her to where we're judging her and saying that she's a sociopath? I really don't understand that. Let's see. He got caught up in his own reindeer gang. Okay. We got you. Look, my mods are working overtime. I guess this time of day, maybe because everybody's at home right now, we're getting a lot of we're getting a lot of people up in here who are talking crazy. Let's see. Hazel Green Eyes. Are you talking to the truth? If you read Jim Derogatis' book Soulless, he talks about Tiffany and how she was friends with Aaliyah and how she was the first to try to take legal action against R. Kelly in 1996. Absolutely. And they also made mention of all of that on the docuseries, the second part. I remember that very well. Priscilla's saying yes to everyone that takes care of business. I think I missed something. But yeah, R. Kelly, man, I'm over it. I'm trying to, get all of that out of my system. This whole experience with covering R. Kelly stuff has been a real eye opener, I guess you could say, with regard to personal relationships. Also, just this platform in general, just the experience has been something which actually, you might be able to read about it. But it's definitely one for the books because I was able to meet people through this experience and have had both good and bad. I would say definitely the good outweighs the bad as far as the relationships that I've been able to garner through this platform. I just really want to say shout out to all you guys who I know personally because of this now. And despite the fact that I had some troubled experiences through this, I got to meet people who were I would say insincere, and that's putting it lightly. I will say that it's just, I guess, a microcosm of what the real world is, which is a mixed bag of people, personalities, and also spirit tones. I call it spirit tones. It's like the tone of your spirit. And there's a lot of people who are lost, a lot of people who have no idea what's going on out here. I guess new souls, maybe we could call them. But Donald Johnson wilding out. We're deleting his comments already. Look, mods, my sisters, whatever you feel is best with handling issues in the chat, please do so. Okay. So let's see. Ezio says it's not funny stuff. I don't know. Thank you, sisters, for keeping this chat clean. Yeah, please. You guys, are you guys good? You need help with the moderating? Let me know. Yeah, Priscilla, thank you for pointing out the fact that I did interview Jim DeRogatis, and that was probably in November, I think. And the interview is on my channel. It's interesting, worth listening to. Michelle Ryder, I wish people would do actual research before running their mouths about how innocent he is. I personally don't feel that research would do these people any good, because I think a lot of the people who are still at this point spewing his innocence, championing him still at this point, I think they have some issues beyond not doing research. I think that there's something, like he said, maybe his music, really did affect people in a way, certain people, in a way where they can't separate the man from the music, which we really shouldn't separate the man from the music, because a lot of his music talks about his crimes. Hi, Lola. Welcome back. I left my bells. I don't have bells, so bring them. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Michelle is saying that it's very disturbing, I guess, the way people are still supporting this man. But, like I said, with the experiences that I've had with this platform and covering his stories and getting attacked, and basically, I just read the news. Like, I'm not on here. There was a point where we were getting on here. I had some other people. We would go live together. And, we would kind of talk mess about some of these YouTubers. But, it was all in light fun for me. I really didn't realize that things were going to get out of hand the way they had. And apparently, they're still getting out of hand. I have no parts of any of that stuff and don't want none of it. Madison Stone, you are not absent in the chat. You are definitely in the chat. I can see you. Hazel Greens, right, Goddess? He has a whole song asking 16-year-olds to freak him, and according to, I guess you were going to say Demetrius, probably. Demetrius, who himself has done the same things that we're accusing him of, right? Doesn't he have children with girls who were teenagers or children at the time? So, yeah, his lyrics tell on him. He tells on himself. Even in, he has a whole song called I Admit. And even though he didn't put the real gritty down up in that song, we know he really wanted to come out. He wanted to come out. Why else does this man sleep in a closet? The most comfortable place, he said, I think it was in Jim's book, through an interview. I think it was through, what's her name, Lizette's interview with Jim, where she said he liked to sleep in a closet. That was like the place that he felt most comfortable. And when you go into a closet, you're typically, unless you're getting clothes or shoes or whatever you're doing to get dressed, you're hiding. So if you're having to hide in a closet and that's the most comfortable place for you, then your demons are attacking you. You're not up to no good. You need to change your life and fix things. Michelle saying he's got one or two songs I can see people being entranced over, but like Hazel says, he's been telling on himself. Yeah. According to Demetrius, his song "Trade in My Life" was written about Aaliyah. Hazel with the green eye. Hazel green eyes. "Trade in My Life." I've never heard it, and I definitely, I'm not really looking for his songs at this point, but I would be interested if that's about her to see what those lyrics are about. I could probably Google the lyrics, because I really don't want to hear that man sing. Even with the TikTok videos, somebody sent me a challenge they were doing using one of his songs, and I didn't think it was funny. I couldn't even watch it. Jessica, he's got some nice music. I don't think anyone's ever argued the fact that he has nice music. This is how he became you know, R. Kelly because of his music, right? So yeah, nothing to argue about with regard to the music, but the music is his problem. It's how he, you know, it helped him get away with everything that he's done. So, Cecilia Owens, hi to you. Welcome. Madison Stone, my favorite song is A Woman's Threat. Okay, well, I don't want to sit here and talk about favorite songs and all that because whatever. As far as I'm concerned, his music career is over. And anybody who still listens to him, more power to you, but not for me. Thank you very much. Priscilla saying his fans are very vocal, and I'm saying that that's really putting it lightly. Because, I mean, he has some fans, but then he has some diehard zombies out there. But, you know, I think you guys are trying to get me in trouble by bringing these people up. Yada's put it very bluntly. Old school word is devil music. So, I think that pretty much puts the nail in that coffin. So, Lola saying, I will never feel sorry for him. I only feel sorry for the little 6, 7, or 8-year-olds. And I lost the chat. 8-year-old boy who was violated and had nowhere to turn. That's it. So yeah, the little boy in him was abused. We are aware of this, and or you know, I guess because we have other people who have corroborated this, his brothers, you know. But we still don't know for sure if the sister was really involved with his trauma. I know it's been said, it was put in his book, but do we really know? Do we trust him enough to believe what he says? Even his brothers. I mean, I hate to say it, but so clearly Madison is a fan, which, you know, how you want to support a man who has hurt so many people, children, ruined lives, stolen dreams. I mean, you know, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. Lola said the grown man he turned out to be is a monster. Hazel says, I used to love his music, but after accepting what he has done, I refuse to listen to his music, especially knowing that he could be talking about a 12-year-old in his sexual songs. That's disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I think most people with normalcy to their thinking agrees also. CJ, it's disgusting that people still try to enable this man for his toxic behavior. Yeah. And I think that's really the only reason we really still talk about him is because there are so many people who try to put him on a pedestal. They try to make him someone that he really isn't based on the fact that they're fans. And, you know, we can't just let that sit out there and let that sit unchallenged, can we? Hey, Marcus. Welcome back, sir. It's good to see you. So, Michelle Ryder, his CD was one of the first ever bought with my own money, but no one's music is that good. Yep, there it is. No one's music is that good. I think that says it best. I don't know that I actually ever bought any of his music. Like, I was never really that type of R. Kelly fan. Like, I would listen to it on the radio, of course. Lola said he's the only pedestal he should be on is the king of pedophilia. Yeah, I agree with that. I need my bells. I'll be ringing bells to all of this stuff. So let's see. So what are you guys doing during this downtime? You guys binge watching on Netflix, or what are you guys up to? I'm doing a lot of reading. I'm trying to learn astrology, so I'm always like reading books, or because I have someone who sent me a bunch of books, so I'm so grateful too for that, and I am trying to just delve into this thing. Yada said I never supported him, period. Yeah, well, Yada Dada, my warrior sister here, she's been following this R. Kelly stuff from even before the docu-series, from way before the banning of his music and all that. So shout out to you, sis, for staying on that neck. Hazel said they psych themselves out of the truth so they can still listen to his music. It's just music. RK is not the only great R&B male singer out there. It would be good if I ever hear RK song again. Priscilla saying tutoring seniors trying to graduate them. Oh, good. Trying to graduate from high school. That's a really good thing to be doing right now. I know a lot of these parents probably need some help with some of this schooling. So, well, I'm glad to hear that you're being very productive. It says my chat was disconnected and it's telling me to wait while it reconnects. So, I don't know what's going on. It says it's unable to connect the chat. Try again later. I don't know why the chat is disconnected, but how do I know if you guys can even hear me? Let me see if I can refresh this page I'm on. I'm gonna have to look on my phone now. I done lost the whole page and channel. Okay, so you guys are good. I think it's something happened to my laptop, my internet or something. And I'm hooked up to the speaker. Hold on. I gotta mute this. All right, so okay, no, they didn't kick me out, but my laptop lost the connection. So I don't know why. So I don't know what's going on. Let me just see something real quick. I'm still connected though. Okay. All right, I think I'm back. Okay, we good. All right. So it's raining out here, you guys. I don't know what it's like out here, out there where you're at. Um, that could be messing with my Wi-Fi. So how are you guys doing with like if you're not working, I'm curious to know how you guys are hanging. They're saying that they're going to be sending the stimulus check out. Are you guys getting the stimulus check? Do you want the stimulus check? I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. I missed the pink moon, Priscilla. Even though it's not technically, it wasn't pink, but I missed it because it was so cloudy out here. It's cloudy right now. make sure I'm covered up, y'all. I was told that I need to cover up if I'm gonna be presenting myself on online. So I'm trying to, Cecilia said, I'm home doing great. Priscilla said the skies are clear in Florida. I'm at home. I'm doing okay myself. I'm actually enjoying the time. Like, I'm a Cancer. We like being in the house. This is like a dream come true, to be honest. But, you know, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to, be so comfortable because I'm technically furloughed from my job. Temporarily laid off, as Hazel said for herself, too. Yeah. Same thing here. So, I'm just, I have a couple other sources. I have, my meditation clients and stuff, but, I work for a reason. So in the meantime, I'm doing scratchers and, looking for other work, remote work, because the type of work that I do, I can actually do it from home. So, So Hazel's saying, I've been temporarily laid off. I'm trying to get unemployment benefits, but every time I call, the line is busy. It's stressful. So unemployment, can't you not apply online for that? I know that I saw people on the news, they were standing in line, which they're saying at this point nationally, it's like over 6 million people have applied. But yeah, definitely stay positive. And you always want to, I preach this all the time about how we create our own existence based on our thoughts and our beliefs. So if you truly, truly think and believe that you're going to be okay and that you're going to be better than okay and come out, even better than you were, like you have to really kind of train yourself to think that way, then it will definitely be that. Yada's saying, Donna, always repeat how you cured prosperity on New Year's and the peace that overcame you. It also helped me. I love you for that. Oh, New Year's was crazy. But yeah, thank you for letting me know that, Yada. I'm glad prosperity on New Year. Prayed for it. But yeah, I'm a prosperity cheerleader, because it definitely, the mindset of just keeping your thoughts positive. Any negative thoughts that come in, I just flip the script. I flip the script on the negative thoughts, and mind you, while I get back to on those negative thoughts, and I just turn it to the opposite. What if ideally I could have the situation be what I want it to be? What would it look like? Same thing, before I make an important call or do anything that, any decision that I make, I try to do, I pray and ask for guidance, and, I definitely try to manifest the best outcome possible. So, Michelle Ryder, my husband is still working, but it's a blessing and a curse. We have an income, which we are grateful for, but him being exposed constantly. Yeah. Oh, so he's working and being exposed. Yeah, that's scary. So you guys, are you self-distancing in the house, Michelle? I'm curious. Like when he comes home from work, when he's in and out, are you guys just living like normal? And I'm not trying to get in your business, like, I'm not asking intimate questions, but I'm curious to know if you're really keeping socially distant. Lola, I left my job at 2 grocery stores. Too much exposure. Applied for unemployment. I have an 83-year-old to take care of. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. And what trips me out about this is that stimulus package. They're saying we're getting checks. Like a one-time check, but how helpful is that really when at this point it's been at least a month? I know this is my week, my 3rd week, I think, at home. It's hard for me I have a calendar I'm keeping track on because I can't like even remember what day it is sometimes, but I just don't see how what they're proposing to do as far as helping households is going to actually help people when some people are already in the hole and already having problems getting food and things like that for the children. Some people have babies, infants even, who they're trying to care for. Well, thankfully, most people can breastfeed, but, you know. Miss Kim, welcome, sis. It's been a minute. I'm so glad you made it. Hazel, positive affirmations, godly meditation, prayer, and positive manifesting is what I have to do to keep calm. You're on the right track with that. That's everything you should be doing. And thank you for sharing that. Lola's the third week for you too. Yeah, so this is week 3. So it'll be next week is a month, and we're still not knowing much of anything. Oh, it possibly could go till end of April, end of May, end of June, Michelle said, we have a whole decontamination process. Okay, he changes his clothes in the garage and I leave him clean clothes in a bin. Okay, I can see how that could work. That makes sense. Wow, what a good wife you are. But we still keep some distance. Now, were you keeping distance before this? Okay, let me stop. But thank you for sharing that. I'm just curious as to how people are actually handling the situation when they live with other people who are in and out the house. Because I pretty much, my son, for instance, he's still working. He's around people, and I don't want him coming over here. But when I see his little face when he comes, I can't help but let him in. I mean, he has a key too, but, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's hard. It's hard to tell somebody they can't come inside your house. So, I mean, we're good so far. And, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be fine through this whole thing. And so is he. And, I'm not tripping. But you also want to be cautious and you want to be smart. So, Darlene Porter. Hi, Darlene. Right now, both my husband and I are both working. So, we practice steaming with oranges, limes, and lemons, and sea salt or pink Himalayan sea salt. And sorry, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. And so you said practice steaming. So do you mean like steaming where you're boiling it in a pot and putting like a towel over your head steaming, or steaming in? Tell me steaming. Tell me about that, because I'm trying to do new things too. Michelle said he works for a service that delivers deceased people to funeral homes or medical examiners, so it's definitely a concern. I can see how that's definitely a concern. I would hope that his employer is providing, or if he's self-employed, I don't know if that's like his own business, but that he has all the proper PPE, I think that's what they call it, the protection gear for that, because he's probably really busy right now. That's really kind of scary, actually. But again, stay positive, right? And you guys are going to be just fine. Yada, woo child. Thank God I don't live with that Scorpio. Can you imagine some of the people maybe you could be stuck with that thankfully you aren't because of whatever reason? Like, I was talking about my son. Well, thankfully, he moved out, so he's, for the 3rd time. But this time, I think this time's the last time. And I can't imagine if he was still living with me and we are stuck in the house. And especially being that he's working, he's around people. Hi, Karen Johnson. You made it. It's so good to see you. Hazel, I have to turn off the news, ignore Trump, and I try to watch funny stuff, keep me feeling okay. It's important to laugh. Yep. I definitely agree with that. Laughter is the key. They tell people with diseases, long-term health issues, to watch funny movies, to watch sitcoms, and just things that, keep you uplifted. So, Miss Kim, I broke down and went to see my dad today. Oh, yeah, because your dad is, probably one that is being quarantined or should be being quarantined right now, right? Well, God bless you and him, your whole family, Kim. I know you've been watching over him and taking care of him, so sending you love. Michelle, yes, his boss provides hazmat suits. Okay, and yes, he's working practically around the clock. And when he describes in the hospitals and morgues, it's scary. But we have lots of faith. You know, that's well. Thank you for sharing that. There's people. I would just say on Twitter because I saw this on Twitter where they're challenging the idea that the hospitals are actually busy. They're saying that there's a group of people out there hashtagging the hospitals are empty, and they're basically claiming that the hospitals being a war zone or being hectic is a lie. And what people are trying to explain to some of them, because they're saying that we've been to all the hospitals in the county, and there's only there's not a lot of people there. Where you're not seeing a lot of people in the parking lot probably because they're not visiting, right? And people I think are just getting dropped off and who need treatment. They're not people aren't sitting inside in the hospital waiting rooms or anything like that. So of course it's not going to look as busy as a hospital normally would. Let's see. Darlene, go listen to Rasa Yana, but basically boil any citrus, put lemon, lime, or orange peels only. Okay, just the peels. Put sea Himalayan salt, then breathe in for 15 minutes to kill the virus. Okay. Very good to know. Okay, so boil any citrus peels, only the peels, lemon, lime, orange, with sea salt or Himalayan salt, and then breathe it in for 15 minutes, and that's supposed to kill it. Are they doing this in the hospitals, or I'm just... Priscilla's saying 799 people died yesterday in New York. Oh. I'm in Cali, and we're catching up. Like, it's really bad out here. Hazel, it's sad because a family friend just passed away from coronavirus, and her family can't bury her because in my city they aren't holding funerals. Yeah, I don't think they're holding funerals anywhere. Well, I know they aren't here either. That's why we have to take this seriously and stay home. I agree. Cecilia, units are closed down. Michelle, he was at a hospital in Detroit a few days ago, and he waited for 2 hours because they could not find the body he was there to pick up. They were stacked on top of each other in body bags. Oh my God. Your husband is really seeing it all, huh? Can you imagine being one of those bodies? Like, just the way that people are being discarded after they're passing away, and the families aren't able to say goodbye. Once someone is quarantined, that's pretty much it. If they don't make it, there is no goodbye, no personal one-on-one goodbye, and this is really sad. Darlene says Vegas numbers are growing daily. Looks like we got some Detroit people in here, Yada. Cecilia, since doctors are only doing virtual visits, no patients are being admitted unless in distress. Okay. I would hate to be in a position outside, let alone with the virus, to have to deal with possibly getting the virus, but in a position where you have to be treated for something else and you have to go to the hospital. And then when you're in the hospital, you have you're susceptible to getting the virus. Because they're saying you could breathe it in from someone talking if they have it. It's that highly contagious. And if you know something different, let me know. Cecilia, since I read that one already. Yada says we have 21,000 cases in Detroit now. Wow. Miss Kim, yes, it's sad and depressing. Yeah. So there's a lot of conspiracy theories about this virus, and despite the fact of how it came to be as threatening as it is at this point, it's still a thing, and I feel like Jazzy Boo, yes, you caught me. You definitely did. Welcome. Miss Kim, the bus driver in Detroit died from a woman getting on the bus and coughing openly. I saw that. I saw that guy complaining. I don't know if he was the one complaining, if he was the same one that died, but there was a bus driver who basically said that's what happened. Um, they say to wear a mask outside. Yeah, I have to buy myself some more bandanas because I like those better. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying, I know there's some cities out here, specifically Riverside, they're ticketing, they're fining people. If you're caught outside with with no mask or covering, I think it's like $1,000 fine. Oh, so, okay, Cecilia's saying the same bus driver that was on his live, I think, complaining, was the same one that actually ended up dying. That's crazy. Really sad. Just doing his job. He's at work and he has to die because of the work that he does. Yada. So your man is a sheriff and he has to get tested often. Yeah, a lot of officers are being affected. There have been, I know out here, a lot of police officers or police, and people in the jails too. Not just the people in jail, but the correctional officers. It's just like spreading. Like, that's why not stay inside? I see people out here. I haven't been out in a couple of days, but like if I have to go to the store or something, I will see people out here with no mask, no glove, no nothing, just out here living like nothing, probably thinking how stupid we all are for staying in and covering ourselves up when we're outside. But they're saying that this week and next week are going to be the two worst weeks we've seen thus far. So, I mean, why not be safer than sorry? You know what I mean? Miss Kim, people are not taking it seriously. I have seen people I know on Facebook inviting folks over for a kickback sex party and etc. Well, who are you hanging out with on Facebook? But yeah, I think I agree. I mean, yeah, there's people who are just still hanging out. I think I saw a meme or something that said that black people think, I don't know why they always say black people, but black people feel like if you know the person that they don't count when it comes to social distancing, because you feel like you know them and they're good, but you really don't know. Mary Blue, if I go to Walmart, I'm going at 7 a.m. to avoid larger crowds and gloves in tow. Yeah, I don't leave the house without my. I wear a pair of gloves when I leave. I have the mask. I also have one of those plastic shields to keep from like particles, and I wear a head wrap on my hair. I keep my hair covered because I don't just wash my hair every day. I mean, you guys will see since I'm showing myself now. At some point, this hair, I'm going to have to wash it, and it's going to be a crazy afro. So just know that, if you think this cute, because it's really not, honestly. It's really, like, frizzy and stuff. But wait till you see the curly fro. Let's see. Let me get the chat back up. Darlene, also guys, as best as we can, we need to try and avoid foods right now that cause mucus, which is everything I like. but I say do the best we can. If you Google mucus causing foods, it will give you a list. Okay, that's good to know too. So basically, we want to stay away from mucus causing foods. Anybody know of any examples of a mucus causing food? I'm thinking maybe yogurt, which I have been eating. What else? I don't know. I know probably drinking a lot of water. I'm boiling water with lemons over the stove and drinking that. Karen said the company that I work for has been business as usual. I work downtown Atlanta. I wear 2 mask gloves and I take my Lysol to work. So Karen, is your company an essential business, or in Atlanta is it still okay for businesses that aren't essential to be operating? I'm curious because out here, a non-essential business is not open. So, and if you're working for an essential business, they should be providing you um, what seems like better, protection. You have to wear 2 masks. Well, we're sending you love, girl, because it's scary out there. Jazzy saying, I just lost a friend yesterday who died to COVID, and she was younger. What? I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't know anyone personally who has been infected. I know, Priscilla, I know we mentioned your loved one. Just prayers up to everybody who's dealing with this and who has family members. I know that children are getting it too. So, Hazel is saying, wow, ticketing people for not wearing a mask. Wow, but they need to do that here in Kansas City because people here ain't taking it seriously at all. The grocery workers don't even have gloves or masks. Okay, see, that's crazy. If they're working in a grocery store, they should be covered from head to toe. I bought a suit from Lowe's. It's a I guess it's a hazmat suit, but it's not. It's not like the real like tough material type thing, but it has a hood. It comes all the way up, and that wasn't even that expensive, honestly. It was the last one too, so and that's for me when I'm hopefully I have travel plans. I'm still trying to make happen in May, Memorial Day weekend actually, and I've been planning this thing for months. So if I'm allowed to go, I will be wearing that hazmat suit and my shield and everything else with no shame. So they're calling this SARS-2. I don't know. Okay, mucus causing foods. Jazzy said milk. Yeah, I thought of milk. Karen said cheese. Jazzy said dairy-based products. Miss Kim saying, I seen a guy that is a mutual friend with my homegirl, posted him and his girlfriend wants open-minded couples on over only. You know what's funny is I was on Twitter and somebody I followed said that her D appointment was. I got this thing on, it has hair all over. He said her D appointment was disappointing because he basically pulled out a pizza roll. And I'm like, is this a flashback thought or is she really still out here to be doing that in the first place? I think is crazy, probably online, maybe swiping left on Tinder. But if you still scheduling D appointments in this climate, you just look really asking to, leave Earth, I think, early. Let's see. Darlene said dairies, bread, cheese, believe it or not, potatoes, sugars, even said cabbage. Really? Man. You named 2 things I was going to cook. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you. I was saying that the lighting is just very unflattering. I might have to delete this video after we're done because this is just ugly. But it's okay. Yada said, what do we do about our allergies? I'm trying best not to get sick. Stay positive, Yada. Just keep your mind, because honestly, when you think sick, you start getting symptoms. Like, the symptoms will come based on those thoughts. So just, if you gotta fake it till you make it, of being well, because if you're getting a cold, if it's allergies, a cold, this is normal season for that. Normal season for allergies. So, just don't get in your mind that you got the virus. Let's see. So Priscilla, you're talking about your sister. Okay, see, I didn't mention it was your sister. I wasn't sure you wanted to share, but since you put it out there. So Priscilla's sister is down now with the virus. Says her chest was hurting and then a fever. And you were helping. I know earlier you said you were dropping some stuff off to her. Prayers up to you guys. And I don't know, Priscilla, were you around your sister before she was diagnosed? Because, if you're in contact, you're also supposed to be looking out, staying quarantined, I'm sure, we're going to keep her in prayer and, tell her to do that steaming thing too. Oh, yeah. Priscilla said take echinacea for the allergies. Lola, and that's why I quit at Walmart. They want to provide me with adequate mask and gloves and don't work. Oh, they're not giving people gloves. I know here in Cali, they said by Friday that all grocery workers, all essential workers, have to be provided with the proper protection gear by their employer. And there's a couple of things they've been announcing on the what are they called? The press conferences that the mayor and the governor do seems like every day. Hi Ty, welcome back. On the press conferences, they've said a couple things are happening Friday. Like by Friday, this is going to happen by Friday. And I'm wondering why by Friday? What's going on after Friday? Because my antennas are up because I feel like there's still more to come with this thing as far as restrictions. You know, I don't know what else, but I know more is coming. So, Darlene, sending love and light to all. We will make it through this. Just have to be safe and careful right now. Absolutely. Bells to that. Ding, ling, ling. Yada, they don't. My youngest son works at Burger King and they don't wear gloves. I make my son take some and spray of alcohol. So I'm wondering, I wonder that too. So with the people who work in food, I don't know if you wear gloves because you're transferring every time you're handing something to a customer. So I'm thinking every time they handle something, they're washing their hands. Maybe instead of wearing gloves, because if you wear gloves, you're transferring it back and forth. I don't know. Echinacea, and there's another one that usually goes with that. What is the name? Golden seal. I think that's something, I used to take that back in the day. People would always say that golden seal and echinacea, it'll fix anything. Flood your body with vitamin C, Miss Kim says. Yeah, they say vitamin C works, which is crazy, right? Vitamin C seems like the mildest drug ever, or vitamin. But I guess that means, you know, eat oranges too, and, you know, just try to mix it up, because I know, but plus take the pills, I guess. If you can find them, if you don't already have them, if you can find them. I know I have that emergency stuff, so, and I've been taking that already. Hazel says, I wonder if almond milk is included in mucus causing because that's the only milk I drink. I love almond milk. Probably so, Hazel. I'm thinking, I mean, it still has elements of milk, right? Ty is saying, everyone get some oil of oregano, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, and zinc. Okay, Ty. So did you guys hear that? Oil of oregano, vitamin C, and zinc. So oil of oregano, and what are you doing with the oil of oregano itself? How does that work? Let us know. Miss Kim says she's been praying for all of us. Thank you, as have I. Thank you for that. Jazzy, she's saying sorry to Miss Blue, or thank you to Miss Blue. Oh, she's quarantined. So you weren't around her, Priscilla. Okay, that's good to know. Because I was worried about you a little when when you told me what happened. I was like, ugh, I hope she wasn't around her. Hazel's saying, they say if you get the virus, don't take ibuprofen because it makes the virus worse. So stay away from ibuprofen. Okay, good to know. Stay away from ibuprofen. I think ibuprofen has always been known as the cramp medicine, right? For cramps. So, let's see. Yada said it's time for us to literally enjoy the fruits of God's labor. It's put here to heal us. Yeah, you know what, Yada, that's a good point. I think right now is the time where people are discovering more home-based or homemade remedies and getting back to basics when it comes to the hair and the nails and all that. I mean, my hair was actually... I have been washing my own hair, but I needed my color, okay? So thankfully, my beautician, she was doing one-on-one appointments, and she was covered from head to toe, and so we made it happen. And thank God for her. I swear, thank God for her. Um, so let's see. Jazzy, wait, what are bells for? Yeah, what are you guys ringing bells for? I missed it. Let me see. Jazzy said, "Yeah, Miss Kim, I'm praying for this, praying this blows over soon. But people out here on bullshit, being knuckleheads, and you were right about that. We were talking about that earlier. Um, Priscilla said, I cook everything, no takeout for me. Yeah, no takeout really for me either. It's been a while, actually, which is good, obviously. I think everybody should be coming out of this looking pretty right. Honestly, we have an opportunity to change up our diets to even better, because usually the excuse for not eating well is time, right? You don't have time to make the food or prepare the food or prepare for the smoothie, but there's really no excuse at this point. Even if you're having to go to food banks for food, they have a lot of vegetables and fruits and stuff. So, and hopefully you're not in that position, but that's what they're there for. So if you have to use them, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to take a handout here and there. I think on a live previous to this, I was saying to avoid not paying your bills, because I said it might be a trap where if you might be getting bills deferred, but they're not gonna just forgive your bills. But I'm gonna backtrack on that and say, if you have the opportunity to, if these places are letting you do it, then definitely take advantage of it. I just wanted to make sure I said that, because I think the last time I was kind of shaming, like, make sure you pay your rent, make sure you stay up on top of your bills, which you should if you are able to. But if you're in a position where, the money's drying up, or, you're not really sure where you're going to be in a few weeks type of thing, definitely take advantage of anything anybody's willing to do to help, right? God works through people. So I would, don't look gift horses in the mouth. There it is. Don't look them in the mouth, because God will work through people all the time. I've talked to people where they've said, I'm gonna wait till God sends me a message, or till God fixes this or whatever it is. But then they don't want to listen to people or take any, not only not take advice, but not take a handout, quote unquote, and not realizing that this is God. God is talking to you through this person. So, Hazel said, Burger King, shouldn't they be wearing gloves anyway? But I'm definitely not eating out during this time. I'm too scared. Yeah. I know, I thought they did wear gloves anyway, but maybe they aren't, like I said, because of the fact you're transferring with gloves. Because, like, when I go out every day, I put on a pair. I have a big old bag of them. But when I come home, I throw them in the trash before I come home. I clean doorknobs and all that, spray them down with bleach. And they say to let it dry, not to like wipe them. So you just let it dry on there. But I toss every day the gloves and the mask, because I have that. It looks like a medical mask, but I don't know. They're like paper-like, cotton paper, but I throw those away too. So, Kim, you're so cute. We call it the truth bell. I thought she was asking why you were ringing the bell. Like, what did somebody say? Well, that's what I thought. So, but yeah, truth bell for sure. Truth and facts. That's right. Let's see. Donna Hill. Hi all, glad to be here live. Hi Donna. This should start to hit him and he won't be getting released no time soon. Oh. He might get the virus, don't you think? We're back on R. Kelly, I guess. So yeah. I think we were saying on the last live, I think that he actually was the virus and he's the carrier of the virus, but that thing might get him. I mean, I hate to say it like that because there are some people, you know, in jail who are definitely really close to it. There was a guy who was filming another guy in a bunk nearby him, and he could barely breathe. I don't even know if the guy had a mask on, but the guy who was on live, or he was on Facebook or something, he had a mask on, but he was like, they're trying to kill us in here. Which, you know, is a part of one of those conspiracy theories that I was talking about. You know, they call it depopulation. They said Bill Gates is a big proponent of depopulation. And why they're looking to Bill Gates for the vaccine and for advice on this and that, when he's not a doctor, he has nothing to do. I mean, yeah, he's a businessman, he's very successful, we know that. But why are we looking to him for medical advice and stuff like that? Hazel said, I've been eating a lot of oranges lately. It's my favorite fruit. However, I'm scared to buy fresh fruit and vegetables because of the virus and people touching and breathing over it. Yeah. Yeah, how do you wash your vegetables and fruit to make sure that it's cleansed of anything? Do you need to soak them in a particular soap, or boiling, like what do you do? Because then you end up cooking the stuff, right? If you put it in boiling water. Thai oil of oregano pills. Okay, the pills. It's antiviral, good for your immune system, and very good. Look up the benefits, everyone. Okay, so they're pills. Okay, that's good to know. I think I've seen those actually at Whole Foods. Donna says, I've been using a lot of turmeric, tea, and seasoning. Turmeric is the key also. There's an astrologer that I follow. He's actually a kid, but he predicted this virus back in August of last year. And he is talking now about the remedies. He said to boil turmeric with, I think it was ginger or garlic, I can't remember, but I know for sure turmeric in a pot, and you steam over, you know, you put your head over, a towel over your head, and you steam. Just like, who was that telling us that? Was it Donna? About the the pills, the fruit pills. Oh, Priscilla, I love you too, sissy. I love you too. See, Lola, let's see. She's telling Hazel, clean your fresh produce with a bleach and water solution before you take it in the house. Oh God. So that's the other thing. So you're saying we got to do this before we bring the stuff in the house. What about the packaging on the food from the grocery stores? Not even just the food, but the toiletries and the stuff you get. Don't you, have to spray down all the packaging and stuff? Even what about the bags? Like everything, nothing should be able to be brought in the house. How do we do this? Lola, how's everyone hair and nails doing? I haven't been to the nail shop. Okay, you guys. Y'all don't want to see these nails. I'm telling you, if you see them close up, I'm literally just like, are they going to just fall off? Because I have gel. I think I also have acrylic and gel on this particular set. Usually I just do gel, but I think I went to an event and I needed something extra. So I don't like soaking them in the acetone. I don't want to. I saw some people giving tips about using, they called it a Metro card, but I think somebody also said dental floss. The dental floss, the picks that you can slide them underneath. They said it hurts though. It hurts. I don't want to hurt myself. So I'm just letting them grow, and I'm just hoping it ends so I can just get my nails done. I should call my girl. Maybe she'll come over. I don't know. I don't think I want her to come over. I don't want to say why, but let's see. Priscilla said we have to do it ourselves. You know what? I wouldn't even mind doing my own nails. I just need to get these off. Like, that's the only thing. So if you have a trick for that, aside from having to soak them, and let me know. Or peel them off and where I'm hurting myself. I don't want to do that either. Miss Kim, I got a letter saying rent was waived until May 5th or further notice, but still hit my account. Oh, what? Well, then you need to be able to take that letter to your bank and say to reverse that charge, because you weren't supposed to pay it. Ty. She said, Lola, my hair is a mess, but my nails are just dying for a fill. Yeah. I saw Yada going hard on the pea hive yesterday. Yada, what are you doing, girl? You out here in the battlefield? I'm missing all of the action on YouTube. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on with the whole pea hive and the R. Kelly sector. I haven't been talking to my soldiers here, my warrior sisters, to fill me in. Let's see. Darlene says if you can defer your house note or car loan. Yeah. Yeah, the big payments that are due, definitely get those things deferred. You got to call them, though, and make sure they know. I'm seeing hi, Pretty Ricky, but I didn't see Pretty Ricky. Let me scroll up. Hi, Rocking with the Truth. Hi, Pretty Ricky. I see your waves. There we go. Okay. Welcome back. Hi, Thai Team Truth. Welcome back. Cecilia said, wipe everything down before bringing it in. Lola said, I wash everything down with bleach and water. Throw the trash bags immediately in the trash. It's crazy we have to live like this, you guys. Michelle said they said be careful with disinfecting food packaging. You're more likely to get sick from the chemicals than the virus. So what if it's on the packaging? What if it's on the packaging? What do we do? Let's see. Hazel said, I just took out my box braids and washed my hair and put them in 2 strands twist. I'm good for now. Rocking with the Truth. Are you Rockin' Robin VIP? I think it was. Also, are you the same Rockin' Robin? Let me know. Hazel said use acetone to soak. See, I'm trying not to do that, but I guess I'm gonna have to. That's the only thing, huh? Hazel said when you get the payments deferred, you'll have to eventually pay all the payments off at once. So if it's 3 months deferred, there's a 3-month payment rolled into one. Okay, with that being said, just make sure when you're making these arrangements that you're clear on what they're expecting. If they say, oh, because I know, what was it? My cable, because I was going to just cut my cable off. Because there's no sense, to me, it's no sense in pushing a bill back when I'm still going to have to pay, like she said, pay it in a lump sum or something like that. But what they were saying to me is that they were going to just put it on the end. So I guess like a balloon payment, probably if I cancel the service, then they're going to be like, okay, well, you're going to need to pay. Remember when you deferred that payment, So just make sure you know the terms of everything before you make those arrangements, and so you don't get whopped over the head with some massive balloon payment. Nikki baby, welcome back. It's been a minute. What's happening? Jazzy, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm trying to go ahead and pay all my bills. Yeah, I mean, I would say, like I said, make sure you're calling everybody, letting them know, look, this is a situation. What are you guys doing for your customers in this situation? And just see what they say. It wouldn't hurt. Thai Team Truth. Oh, she's saying hi to everyone. Yes, we family up in here. Michelle, they say it's not easily transmitted through packaging, but I still use thief spray and wipe them down. Okay. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt like a Clorox wipe type of thing. Just wipe them down like that. I'm doing good, Nikki. How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Well, I'm not really online that much, but on like the other channels. But hopefully you guys are doing well, and everyone else is too. Robin, I'm sorry. Rocking with the Truth. Goddess, I broke my iPad. Couldn't remember the You're so funny. Okay, well, it's good to know. I just want to make sure it's you, or that I know it's you. Um, Hazel, I usually bite my acrylics off. What? I can't even imagine. Oh my God. Um, oh, you haven't been online? Yeah, there's a lot of drama though, huh? I'm sure there's a lot of drama going on because I know I saw some stuff and I was like, what in the world? Let me just get this back right. I'm gonna call you about handling your bills. You want to call in, Yada, to the you want to call in and talk now? Go ahead and call if you want to. You have the number. Um, Hazel, I like this face-to-face videos. It's more personal. Yeah. It's been over a year. Honestly, like I said in one of my videos, I did like 3 videos where I showed my face like in a row. And basically I explained that, I pray and I've been in devotion like hardcore during this shut-in period, and God has been telling me to show my face. Like, it's time to reveal yourself. So, Thai Team Truth, my phone and internet is 900. Why is it 900, girl? I don't know. Who is your provider so I can stay away from them? They need to be able to work that out. Hotep, please don't come over here right now. They need to be able to help you out and do something with that, because that's crazy. So I have a visitor, and you're sneezing. Why are you sneezing? You can't be here, boo. All right. Let me move Hotep. All right. So, oh, Priscilla, I don't have that phone. Don't call on that 888 number, please, because that's the phone I'm using for the live. But if you have my actual number, because some of you do, feel free to call on that. So, Hazel said, don't you feel like we are the children of Israel, especially during this COVID crisis? I feel like we're something. Miss Kim, oh, that's Hotep, you guys. That's my Hotep. Darlene, no, my credit union and with most banks, a deferment just puts the payments on the back end of your loan. In other words, you'll just be paying longer. Yeah. Thank you, Kim. Yes, he is beautiful. He's my best friend right now. Nikki Six, you wanted me to do a reading. Oh, I should have had my cards, huh? I should have brought my cards. I could do a reading though, for sure. We could definitely do a reading. Just hit me up on like Instagram, DM me if you have a question or issue, and then I'll pull some cards for you. Your cat has an Egyptian name. Hotep was adopted and he already had the name, so I just, we kept the name. You want to? Anybody who wants a reading, just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Just DM me and let me know what your question or issue is, and I'm happy to pull cards. I think what I'll do, since I'm actually showing myself, I can pull cards while on camera. I mean, I can do a live and just do like pull cards for you guys, just like general readings. I know some people might not want their readings on live, but we could do a collective, like I can just feel the energy of the chat. We could definitely do that. Thank you, Hazel. He everywhere I go, he gotta be. But he's a sweetie. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do that. So I'll pull cards next time I go live, and you don't care if it's public. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, personal readings is what I'm saying, but we could also do, if you're not shy about your question, or I could just do like a collective, because I think I was live a couple lives back, and I just happened to have my card, so I just started pulling them, and real messages started coming out for people. I remember that, and that was the first time I had done that. So it can definitely be done. So yeah, we can do that. Yeah, go ahead and like this video if you haven't done so. Go ahead and subscribe too. And if you're on the replay, by the time you're watching this, go ahead and let me know in the comments if this makes it, because I might delete this. Jazzy, just DM me. I'm happy to help you. So what you guys, what's up for the rest of the day, tonight? You know, anybody have any plans? I don't know if I should be asking if you have plans. What do you guys, I think you guys told me what you were watching earlier. I'm just like getting ideas of like what else to do. Like I do a lot of like reading and stuff like that. I do watch TV. There's some shows that I still watch and stuff like that, but Jazzy, I have an all black cat. Oh, I had an all black cat, Fendi, and she passed away a couple of years ago. I had her for 18 years. Deriving from Alley Cat. We found him in there when he was only a few weeks old. Oh, I have an affinity for black cats. Yeah, my Fendi was amazing. Nikki, I want a good reading. I don't have Twitter. Oh, you don't have Twitter, IG? You can email me also. My email is goddess.dawn, DAWN, the number 623 at Gmail. Goddess.dawn623 at Gmail. You can email me there and I can email you back. You ready for the cards, Yada? Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. Priscilla, you had a black cat too. PETA, forever. I'm ignorant to readings. Can you please explain how it works? Do you have to be having issues? Well, I call myself an intuitive and not a psychic, just because I just prefer intuitive. The cards are tools to give messages through me to people. So, you don't have to have an issue, but I mean, it kind of helps to have a question or have something maybe that you need guidance with, if that makes any sense. But you don't have to. I mean, you can just see what they say. Sometimes they just want to tell you something, Hazel, my grandmother had a black cat called Midnight, but she died years ago. Now she has another black cat named Natasha, and she's mean. You know what? She's probably nice to your grandmother, though. Black cats, my black cat, she was super loyal. And I think you hear me talking about you. So yeah, I think that we might have to end this live. I'm definitely down to give you a reading. You have many issues. You're going to keep me busy? Ah. Yeah, he's a ham, y'all. He knows he's on camera too, I think. Okay, Nikki, well, let's get to work then. Let's get to work. I'm down if you down. Gradient Echo. I have a black cat. She is amazing. Her name is Delphina. Yes, to the black cats. Ringing bells for other black cats. Yes. Jazzy, I found my tribe of warriors. Yes, Warrior Nation all day. Warrior Nation. Hashtag Warrior Nation. All right. You like cats, but you're allergic. Hides for days. Well, yeah, we wouldn't want you. It's funny how somebody will come over. Well, not anymore, but especially when I have Fendi. And that would be the excuse. I'm allergic to cats. Okay, well, you have to leave then. I'm not going to put my cat away somewhere so you can hang out. So then, oh, well, no, I'm okay. Because you're not really allergic. People say that. Not to say you, Robin. I'm just saying. But that's people would just say that because they don't want to be bothered. And Hotep's going to get in your way, too, if you're trying to be messy. Vivian, he looks exactly like my angel. Oh, maybe they're related. You never know. I actually adopted him. He was about a year old, so this was maybe 3 years ago now. So Jazzy said you started that P-Hive nickname. You remember, huh? I was trying to tell somebody that I actually saw it somewhere, but I did put it on YouTube. I talked about it. I do agree. I will take that, Jazzy. Yes, I started it. Hazel, I like cats too, but I'd rather have a small dog like a Maltese or a teacup poodle. Yeah, I like dogs too, but I don't know. I've always had a cat. Like since I was like 9 years old, I had my first cat, and I've kept them long term, like decades. Let's see. Miss Kim, I have a Siamese named Princess and her son, named Tips, because he has a spot on his nose and paws and white spots on all fours. Yeah, that's so cute. One of my first cats was Siamese. I had 2 cats. See, now you're doing too much. I had 2 cats when I was 9. One was a Siamese. And the other one was my Wendy. The Siamese was my dad's cat, and he was mean. His name was Casper. It was Casper and Wendy. Let's see. Rockin' was around 6 beautiful cats. I love them, but they don't love me back the right way. Yeah, cats, they're finicky. If they don't want to be messed with, they don't want to be messed with. Pets are therapeutic. Yes, they are. Oh, Yada, we know you got Bruno. Bruno will eat Hotep with one chomp, it looks like. But he looks very sweet otherwise. I just don't want to trust him around my cat. Bruno is huge, though. Beautiful dog, though. Let's see. Hazel, how do we go about readings? Do I just ask you a question? Like, how does it work? Yeah, so you can DM me or either on Instagram or Twitter. And if you have a question or an issue, just tell me, just ask the question. Or if you have like an issue, say your relationship or your job or whatever it is. And I'll see what comes up. That's it. It's very, very easy stuff. Miss Kim, my Yorkie is Miss Cream, and girl is so protective of the cats. Oh, your dog protects the cats. That's so cute. I want one, but I'm afraid. Like, I don't know how they're going to react to each other. But that's good to know. Can you give your Instagram and Twitter info? Yes. Twitter is... Oh, so there's my email. Thank you, Priscilla. And my Instagram is goddess_Dawn. And my Twitter is goddessdawn and the number 3. They're in the description also of this, should be. Oh, yeah. So Instagram is goddess_Dawn. And I think, no, there's no numbers, Priscilla, on the Instagram. It's just goddess_Dawn. I love any cat named Socks. That is a cute name, though. And the Twitter is goddessdawn and the number 3. All right, y'all. So anything else? Or I think we're going to go ahead and end this live. I appreciate you guys for stopping through. This was fun. I have to remember to have my cards handy for next time, though. And we'll definitely pull cards on another one. Maybe I can come back. Tomorrow's Friday, right? So, yeah, this weekend. Not that I'm doing anything anyway. Yeah. Like the video, subscribe, comment if you're in the replay. If I actually allow this to stay up, I might delete it. It was fun, though. I appreciate it, getting spending time with you guys today. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, Yada. Thank you, Miss Kim, for having my back as always. Thank you to all my warrior family in the building. Warrior Nation. Hashtag Warrior Nation. All right, I guess this is going to do it. Till next time, y'all. Peace. Jazzy, I love you guys. It's been 100 since day one. I love you too. I love all of y'all. I really feel like this is like my family. Like, that's crazy how you could, I never thought that I would have this family here, but this is what I wanted. I asked for this. I actually prayed for this when I first started my channel. So you guys are answers to my prayer. Thank you. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day and evening. Until next time, we'll do it again. So I got to get up and turn off this side now.